Good evening everybody and welcome to ACC Sim Series. Hopefully you can hear me and everything is working a-okay. It's the final round of Tier 5 and Tier 6 splits. So I'm not just going to be broadcasting one split. I'm going for the full hog of 2. I've done a little bit of testing. I think I can make this work and hopefully it goes okay and isn't an absolute nightmare. So do bear with me if things go a little bit wrong. I'm Paul Glover. I normally broadcast a Saturday split, but I can't do it this week. So I thought, why not give the Tier 5s and Tier 6 a bit of a run this time out for the final round at Donington, a track that I haven't driven around in ACC at all myself. But it's a popular one. It's tight, like a lot of the British tracks, a lot of bumps in places. And I'm sure we'll see a couple of accidents here and there with some heavy braking zones, especially into some of the chicanes this evening. Hello chat, hopefully you can hear me, hopefully the sound's okay. Do let me know if any of the audio levels are over the place. I've done a little bit of testing myself, but of course, you know, the truth is in the pudding, so to speak. So I've got some side-by-side stuff to show you this evening. So I've got the different servers. I've got Tier 5 on the left and Tier 6 on the right. You'll see a little bit of a disparity with regards to the number of drivers. So we've got 22 drivers in Tier 6 and unfortunately only I think 16 I don't know what I'm looking up there, I should be looking here. 16 drivers tonight for Tier 5. So Tier 5 top 3 are looking to get into the silver split, and those in Tier 6 hopefully to be promoted to Tier 5. But before we do that, obviously to be fair, you know, I haven't really been following the season, so I think it's probably a good idea that we take a little bit of a look at the championship. So currently leading the way is Richard Maitland-Price on 130 points with 5 wins. So I think it's fair to say that he's going to be promoted. Doesn't matter what really happens this evening. Then we got a bit of a wang. Also in a Bentley there with 119 points, 0 wins. And Rowan Ainsbury in the AMG V8, my favourite car. It's a bit of a safe one. And on 116 points with 2 wins. Then we've got Harley Coleman, Mark Chardonnans, Alan Noah, Richard Christie, Brett Noble, Ronnie Nineholm and Fito Fernandez rounding out your top 10 for that split. And if we look at Tier 6, we've got Stuart Jamieson leading the way with 144 points with 4 wins. Daniel Montero there with 127 with 2 wins. And Dominic Joy in the Porsche with 126 points and 1 win. Now we've got Chris McKenna, Tego Perez, Nick Vargas, Gareth, very own Gareth Ronda, who broadcast the Sunday split, sitting there in 7th position. So I don't think he's going to get promoted, unfortunately. And then we've got Thomas Axe, Kevin Nordamer and Roy Weller rounding out your top 10. And I'm being told that Rowan Ainsbury isn't racing tonight. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? So so there's obviously been some relatively close battles out there. The top 3, I think it's, you know, especially in Tier 5 and not so much in Tier 6, kind of leading the way and kind of a split from the rest of the group. Like I say, I've really worked hard to try and get this as best as possible, and I will try as much as possible to bring you most of the action from both splits, but you know, I'm only a human being. There's only so much I can do. But let's go into Tier 5 and have a look at the is that the right split? Yes, it is the right split. There we go. Right, so let's have a look at the leaderboard so far. So we've got Richard Maitland-Price leading the way with a 128.5, and then Christie with a 129.2. So I think it's safe to say that at the moment there's a half a second gap between first and second. Fairweather 3rd, Noah 4th, Birch 5th, Fernandez 6th, Tyrrell 7th, Coleman 8th, 9th is Von Glan, Kolberg 10th, Bottomley 11th, and Hopkins 12th. Otley, Ian Otley there in 13th. Mark Chardon. Oh, Mark Chardon's just bumped up there to 8th position. That's some good going. Nice little gain there. Hopkins, and then we got Otley 14th, Christie 15th, and Wayne 16th. So we go on to the other server and have a little bit of a look there. So there's 22 drivers currently here, and Joy currently is setting the fastest lap with a 1:28.7. So yeah, I'm being told in chat that Michael Wang has obviously got the Wang out a little bit too much, and we'll be starting from the back this evening due to penalties. I would normally, when I'm broadcasting, try and keep you up to date with what the steward's doing, but when I'm trying to keep my eye on 2 separate events, I don't think that's really going to be possible tonight, so I'm sure you'll forgive me that I won't give you the steward's update, but I'm hoping Pavel will be able to post the odd update in chat this evening. So we've got Jameson currently in second on 1:28. It's pretty close there, I mean, but some of the drivers, Wagers, Matev, Perez, Kilford, Roper, and our very own Gareth Ronda and Coles and AJ haven't put any laps in so far. But yeah, they're your 2 leaderboards so far this evening. So let's go and pay a bit of attention to Richard Maitland-Price, who's currently on a lap. Hopefully you can hear the sound of the game. It's a bit quiet in my ears at the moment, so do let me know whether I need to turn that up in chat. So Richard Maitland-Price, let's go and have a little look on. I actually prefer that camera there into the chicane towards the end of the lap. The sound is sounding a little bit quiet in my ears, so I'm going to tweak that just a tad. There we go. Hopefully that's now better on stream. Do let me know. Yeah, I was messing around with the volumes the other day. Alan Noah has taken pole so far away from Richard Maitland-Price. And how is Maitland-Price faring on this lap? Well, it's an out lap, so he's about to start a lap now. So let's follow him round the circuit. It's very, very tight at the top. I mean, it's not even a tenth in there, is it? It's tight. So it gets a little bit loose. Into the first right-hander. And down there, do you know what? I actually, as I'm watching this car come down this section, I love this track. I've just reminded me how much I love it. Through and into the right-hander, back up towards the hill. And, you know, and it's one of those things where the first corner here, I think, is pretty safe to some degree. It's when you get down into the next braking zone after you've gone down through the downhill section at Donington Park and then into the right-hander. And is he up? He is up slightly, but Richard Christie has gone and set the fastest lap with a 1:28.6. Alan Noah very close behind with a 1:28.7, and then we've got Richard Maitland-Price, who we're currently looking at, with a 1:28.8. The man that's really making some gains at the moment actually is Harley Coleman. He's he's over half a second. Well, actually, I was about to say he was over half a second, but Harley Coleman's just thrown that time away. Still 0.3 of a second up at the moment. I can see there was a yellow flag for 488 on the pit straight. It must have been pulling over after doing their lap. And we've currently got 16 drivers here right now. So as he comes across the line, he doesn't improve, unfortunately. He still finds himself in 3rd position, but he's already up to 10th. Let's go and have a look at Thomas Kolberg. He's a little bit further around the circuit. The fastest lap so far has been a 1:30.7. He's half a second up, so we're looking here for 1:29, and that would put him into the top 10 if he can keep it up. Which he looked like he just lost the rear end of that Mercedes a little bit, and he's unfortunately, because of that, he's lost a little bit of time into the final left-hander as he comes towards the start finish straight. And again, that car does not, to be honest, he took that corner quite tight. He had a bit more of a run off, and he moves up into 11th position. And we'll go back to Richland Maitland Price as there's a Ferrari there off in the background. I didn't catch who that was, but I'm sure we will find out shortly. That might have been car 19. 19 is Vito Fernandez, as we watch Richard Maitland Price in the Bentley into the right hander, back up the slight incline there, heading towards the final corner. He has lost his time that he was up. Thomas Kolberg, who we looked at momentarily ago in the Mercedes, he's half a second up. And again, Richard Maitland Price, they're not using as much as the corners probably possible there. I think there's a bit more speed to be gained from some of these guys. We'll go back to Thomas Kolberg. He is on a faster lap. I didn't mean for that one. I wanted that one. There we go. That's better. That's the right camera. I can still tell you that in the other server, Dominic Joy is still leading the way. Oh, as Kolberg goes off into the sand and then decides to say hello to the barrier. Unfortunately, Richard Maitland Price again is going round. He's got 3 minutes. So here's the thing, which I didn't expect. One server is about a minute ahead of the other with regards to qualifying time remaining. So as you can see on the right hand side, as we look at Dominic Joy, he goes and says hello to one of the barriers. They have just under 2 minutes now. We've got 2.5 minutes on tier 5. As we're still on board with Richland Maitland Price. Half a second up into the second to last corner. You could say that's possibly 2 corners in one if you really want to be pedantic. And I can see that Vito Fernandez is coming in 8th. He's also around about half a second up, but he's behind Richard Maitland Price. We'll stay with him for the moment. That's it, Richard. Use more of the track there. That's brilliant. He lost a lot of time there, but he does move into second position. Vito Fernandez. Oh, there we go. Riding on board into the second to last corner. And up the slight incline, trying to set. So, these guys are, tier 5 and tier 6 for everybody that normally watches a silver split. We, in the silvers and the golds, we have the pros and the AMs. Well, we split these guys to try and reduce the amount of incidents. We've got to remember we are a rookie series for one, and mistakes are going to happen as we come towards the end of the qualifying on both servers. But mistakes will happen, and we've seen a reduction in kind of splitting the two and allowing the drivers to learn in not such an intense environment, that's for sure. So let's have a look at the leaderboards on both for the moment. And one leaderboard's not coming up. Yeah, that one is, and that one isn't. Why is that one not coming up? Oh, I know why. Because my mouse isn't there. There we go. Right, brilliant. Okay, that's a great start. So 1:28 is the quick 6 is the quickest on tier 5, and 1:28.7 is the quickest on tier 6. So if you look at Dominic Joy at the moment, who's coming into tier 6, he would be second. He would be third currently on tier 5. So deservedly, I think we'll be hopefully getting promoted. I can't remember where he was in the championship. He was third. He's third in the championship. So if he continues to perform, he will get up into tier 5. He will be promoted. Brilliant stuff. So as you can see, the qualifying has ended on one server, and we're coming towards the end of it in tier 5. I still can't believe I chose to do this out of my own crazy mind. I thought, hey, let's do 2 splits in one go. So far, I think it's going okay. The world has not imploded on me as we're looking at Vito Fernandez, who's currently in 5th position. All drivers this evening, I think, in tier 5, minus maybe one, will get a point. One driver has dropped. We've now gone down to 15. I didn't catch who the driver was that did drop, as no driver in tier 5 is improving as we continue to look at Fernandez. We've got Richard Christie, who's still sitting in pole, but the guys in second and third are not out on a lap. Harley Coleman, who's currently sitting in 4th position as he comes towards the end of the lap, is not improving either. He's possibly could still find some time into the final corner, but which he has, unbelievably, but I don't think it's enough to really make any difference, unfortunately. I think he's going to remain 4th. So I can see we've got car 22, which is Richard Christie, in my favourite car, the AMG. And yeah, there we are. Comes to cross the line. So that's Christie there with pole. And if you bear with me, I'll go to a quick advert break. So, as the drivers continue to get ready, I'm going to try and do a grid walk for both servers, but I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm being honest with you. I've got too much going on, but the guys are getting ready for a formation lap, and I've just made that do something a little bit weird. I'll fix that in a second. And the two servers are a little bit separate, so with regards to time, as if I go side by side, you can see that for yourselves. Yeah, I've made that one not full screen somehow, so I need to come back to that one. I don't quite know how I've done that. I've got 2 different keyboards, 2 different mice, 2 different everything, and yeah, something was bound to go wrong at some point, of course. But yeah, the guys on tier 6 are heading towards their formation lap. So yeah, I'll just go there for the moment. And here's the guys in tier 5. So these guys are trying to get promoted to the silver. And as you can see, there are some drivers who have had penalties this evening. We've got 16 back on the server, which is fantastic to see. And you know, I'm sure the guys will do their best to try and keep it clean this evening. It is an easy round here. Let's be honest. It's a little bit tight, and we can see that the formation lap has started here. So we've got Stuart Jameson taking the formation lap, leading the way. Yeah, that's right, Connie. I am trying to do 2 races at once, and do bear with me, because one PC, I've got 2 PCs here. One of them isn't quite as powerful as the other, so if there are any stutterings and things like that, I do apologise, but I'm trying to make the best of the tools that I have available to me. And okay, and I can tell you now that the other server has begun its formation lap as well. Look, here we go, people. This is like the absolute game. And I've got an hour race to do for both as well. And there are mandatory pit stops on both servers as well. What do you do? Do you fuel up for the full race and then you just take tyres, or do you split your fuel? If you take on the fuel for the whole race, you know, you could argue it gives you more strategy options. But, you know, it could also slow you down ever so slightly and have an effect on your tyre wear because you're carrying more fuel. Let's remember, GT3 cars aren't, you know, the fuel doesn't matter as much as it, say, in a Formula 1 car, but it still has a part to play that's for sure, as Stuart Jameson brings them round. So this is great that the servers are in kind of different places, because I might be able to catch the start of both races separately. This could go really well or really badly. So let's remind yourselves, you've got Jameson, Joy, Montero, Ralston, McGuigan, Corderay, McKenna, Ludwig, Benson, Axe, Gibson, Roper, Turner, Coles, Tutt, Matev, Perez, Ronda, Kilford, AJ, Weller and Vargas. And I tell you what, Ronda will not be happy that Alice McGuigan has out-qualified him. She's in 5th and he's in 18th. But, you know, the race isn't won in qualifying. It is an hour race. As they come round into the final corner, I'm keeping an eye on the other server as well, so don't worry guys, I will try and bring you both as best as I can. So here they go, green, 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 and the race is off and into the first corner. The other race is getting round into the second to final corner, and it looks like it's relatively clean from these guys. I'm pretty, maybe a couple of little bits of contact, but they know it's an hour race. That's an absolutely fantastic start. Fantastic stuff. Right, let's go to the other race. This is fantastic. I've timed this absolutely brilliantly, haven't I? Right, okay. It's like I've done this before, but trust me, I really haven't. Why would you? You'd be mad, right? So these guys have got less cars. Surely it's going to be cleaner than the other race, right? So Richard Christie crossing the line, and we are green, green, green. We are away into the final corner. Look, the Aston Martin there on the right hand side of Norris having a little sniff, and there's contact. The McLaren goes into the back of Fernandez. I think that might be Fernandez into Holman, and the McLaren spins. That is most unfortunate. Was that Fernandez that spun? I wasn't too sure who that might have been. It might have been Fernandez. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was. It caused a little bit of carnage there at the back, didn't it? You know, and I think we can honestly say the other split was a little bit cleaner on the start, which is quite surprising. Saying that, there is a little bit of carnage. Currently, as I look over to my other screen, there is a little bit of carnage on Duncan Kilford, who is just recovering there from a bit of a spin. Didn't quite see what happened, unfortunately. Yes, we're still with Benito Fernandez. I think the sound levels might be a little bit off on that other the tier. He's not having a great race. He's gone off again, unfortunately. So as we continue to look, so let's go and look at the race leader, and that is Richard Christie. And then we'll go and look at the race leader, which is Stuart Jameson on the other server. So we've got, just to remind you, it's tier 5 on the left and tier 6 on the right. The tier 6 guys are looking, as we look at the battle here for first position into the second to last corner, these guys are looking to get promoted to the tier 5 event, and then these guys are trying to get promoted to the silver split. I think my sound levels are a little bit off. Do let me know and tell me so if that's the case. This is tier 6. And tier 5. One sounds a lot louder than the other to me. So I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Anyway, right. Oh, I think I know what it might be actually. I think it might be that. Yes. That's definitely made a difference. Right, I need to change my triggers, that's for sure. And thank you for Gareth, by the way, for helping me out with getting my triggers, to showing me Stream Deck triggers. I didn't even know that was a thing, if I'm being honest. And talking to Gareth, he's gone up into 11th position, which is absolutely fantastic job from him. started 18th, so had already had a few gains. Look, it's an hour race for both servers. It is an hour race. Both tracks are 34 degrees. You've got time. If you have a bit of a bad start, you've got time to make it up. You don't have to go all out. You know, that's the thing with a 30-minute race. I can understand why people might want to, you know, to push things a little bit. But yeah, you can take things a little bit closer. We've got a bit of a battle here for third position. We've got Alan Noah on the left-hand side there, and we've got a battle for fifth. Also for 5th and 6th with Chris McKenna and Alice McGuigan. I'll keep an eye on that battle. But Alan Noah is being chased down by the one and only Ray Birch. And into the second last corner, Ray is having a little bit of a look there. And he goes a move on the inside. Can he get his braking point? Goes a little bit deep, and Alan Noah cuts back. And Ray's now got the inside, but Alan is a little bit further ahead there. So pretty easy defence. Ray, you've given him a nudge. You've given him a nudge, Ray. It's all about those braking points. It's really, really important. We go and look at the battle on the other server between Chris McKenna. He's dropped off a little bit, but off the back of Alice there. I'm sure she is pleased about that. So we go on board with him into the chicane. He cuts over to the right. You can see the bollards and whatnot have already been dispatched with. Of course they have. And we go into the second to last corner. Alan Noah is still in. What is going on with the live time in there? He is showing still in P2 as we go side by side. And Ray. It's not Ray, is it? Not in that car, it's not. Or is it? Very confused. What's going on here? So look at there is Ray. Oh, Ray is in that car. Okay. So that wasn't Ray giving him a nudge then. I'm imagining earlier on. I've obviously just said it was Ray. There was no one. Right. So we still got a battle here. We got a battle between Richard Maitland-Price, Bruce Hopkins, and Darren Christie, and even Craig Fairweather. So you've got 4 cars in a nice little quadruple there. Chris McKenna still trying to chase down Alice McGuigan. We've also got a whoa, I think we need to take a look at this. Gareth Ronda is up into 10th position in the Nissan. I mean, that is some good going. I mean, I'm all one for having a bit of a laugh at his expense, but yeah, he's doing the Honda proud right now, I think it's fair to say. So Jamieson leading the way. Joy, who qualified pole, is no longer there. Or did they? Oh no. Oh, the live time is not telling me, so I can't tell if I'm right or wrong. But I think might have qualified second. Sorry. Montero third still. Ralston fourth. Alice McGuigan fifth. Chris McKenna trying to chase down Alice McGuigan in sixth position. Sven Ludwig, Mark Benson, Alexis Carteret, Gareth Ronda, Steve Roper, Diego Perez, Martin Turner, Rupert Coles, Matef, Nick Wargers, Thomas Axe, Roy Weller, Craig Gibson, Stephen Tutt, Adam J, and Duncan Kilman. If I'm murdering any of your names, sue me. What can I do? I'm a Brit. We're terrible at this type of thing. You know, we're all apples and pears and Mary Poppins if everyone else is, you know, believes everything they see on TV. So yeah, and our pronunciation, well, my pronunciations are pretty horrendous. So let's go and look at the battle here for P2. I think it's fair to say the battle for P1 is over on this server with a 7.6 second gap. But to be fair to Alan Noah, he is pulling away from Ray Birch. But Ray's, you know, he's Harley Coleman is keeping him very, very honest. at the moment, and he can see Ray Birch from his on board. And if you're wondering about the battle between McGuigan and McKenna, I'm sorry to say McKenna has dropped off now, 1.7 seconds behind. But I'm keeping an eye on the Ronda, Cadaret, Roper, Perez, Matev kind of battle going on the other server. And oh, I just saw, I think that was the Audi of Roper just got a little bit leery coming out the final corner, which unfortunately gave the position to Perez in the Ferrari. So a position lost there, I'm afraid to say. Oh, there's a car going off on the other server. I'm not even sure who that was there, but we're going to try and find them. No idea, missed it, but it was behind Ronda, who is now up into 9th position, starting from 18th. That is some good going. Let's go back and see how if oh, we've missed something there. Birch has fallen down to 6th position. Harley Coleman now finds himself up into 3rd. I've missed the action here, haven't I? This and I can see that Roy Bottomley is in the pits at the moment. You can see that indicated by the P next to his name, and I do believe there is a... I'm not even sure if there is a pit window. I should really know if there's a pit window, shouldn't I? Yes, so haha, I didn't. So Richard Maitland-Price was down in 5th position at one point, now up into 4th. And those of you that care how Gareth Ronda is doing, he is still in 9th position. But let's be honest, it's a little bit close behind him. He's you know, he's not got, he can't rest on his laurels, and there is a bit of a battle for you know, 11th, 12th and 13th. I can see a couple of penalties have been handed out to the guys on in Tier 6. We've got Thomas Axe there with a 10-second penalty, currently in 14th position. So let's be honest, that's going to put him last unless other drivers ahead are dished out some penalties. Like he's in the AMG car number 22. And then we can see that Craig Gibson, car number 55 in the AMG, has also been handed a 5-second penalty. Let's go and look at... I'm being told that Wang is making some good progress in chat, and yes, you're right. The Wang is making good progress. Started from the pits, I believe, and in the Boatley, as some people like to refer to it as, you know, in a nice way. It's a term of endearment, you know. I have tried driving the Bentley. Did I like it? No, not really, if I'm being honest. It wasn't really for me. But he started 15th and now into 8th position. And, oh, there's a bit of a battle there. He's got Christie up ahead in the Aston Martin down into the chicane. Has a little look. Oh, no, surely not going for it there. But I tell you what's really nice is that Christie has given him the room but then sacrificed the next section because he's done that. A little bit too nice, really, if you ask me, as we go into the second to last corner, and Wayne keeps it nice and tight on the inside there. The Aston Martin really had no answer. Let's be honest, I think kind of sacrificed the chicane a little bit too much, and maybe Christie can stay on to the tail of Wang, as now Wang will set his sights on Birch, who unfortunately has fallen back from 3rd to 7th in the last few laps. You can see there is a bit of a battle emerging on the other server as we have a look at McKenna's now on the back of McGuigan again. Very close right now. So McKenna started 7th, so already up, gained a position since the start of the race on this particular server. What is he going to do? It's the Warburton's Family Bakers Racing. I love the team name. I am keeping an eye on Wang on the other server. Have a Wang on that. So I will let you know if he makes any further progress, but looks like he's already catching Mr. Birch in the Ferrari. So McGuigan is also only 1.5 seconds behind Ralston. I think their McKenna got a little bit loose and has fallen a little bit back. So let's switch back to the other race. I will keep an eye, but let's have a look at Wang here. I'll be honest, I think the best cameras around here are the onboard and the heli cam at this track. The TV cameras are not great, are they? We can try set 2 though. Let's see if they're any better as we come into the first corner. And Wang he's hungry. Christie is not far behind. So the challenge here for Birch is, will Birch lose 2 positions? Because obviously you're defending, you're slowing down because you're now switching your focus to defending and keeping Wang behind, who looked a little bit loose there. But Christie is but I tell you, we're going to go side by side with both splits, because it looks like McKenna's also trying to make a move on Alice McGuigan in the other split. So yeah, possibly you're right, Jason. Birch might have some damage. He has been, but now Wang's fallen back a little, ever so slightly, which is then put him into the clutches of Christie. This is fascinating stuff, isn't it? Fascinating stuff. And we've obviously got the battle of, again, McKenna's always, I think we'll get a little bit sick and tired of seeing the back of that Ferrari of McGuigan. Oh, he's taken that a little bit faster there. And Wang is also right on the back of Bottomley and slips down on the inside. I think, sorry, Birch even, not Bottomley. And, yeah, cuts back easy. I think Birch maybe just didn't put a lot of fight there, or thought about maybe attempting the cutback. So Wang can now try and concentrate, trying to catch up on Hopkins. But I can see that Eric Glan's a little bit closer to Fernandez in 10th. We'll keep an eye on that. But let's go and look at the Chris McKenna and Alice McGuigan battle for sure. And McKenna trying to take a slightly wider line and then changing the entry. And it looks like, I must say, that Birch is going to come under a little bit of a challenge from Christie. Unfortunately, he might lose another position. I did say that was a bit of a risk. I can see that Ludwig is very close to this battle that we're looking at the moment. You can just see him in the distance there on the camera in the green McLaren. I'll keep an eye on the Delta there, see if that's dropping down. Oh, Axed! I've just spotted that Axed currently in 12th position. Here we go, click on the right driver in the AMG. Spins22.tv Racing has now got 20 seconds worth of penalty. That is not great, and we'll be picking up some BW points for that. So McKenna again has dropped off, and Ludwig again has dropped off there. Yeah, there was a driver ahead of these. I can see that Ronda has fallen back to 10th position on that server as well, as we bring both of them up at the moment. So interesting battles towards the kind of the higher echelons of the as McKenna goes to try and again into the second to last corner. McGuigan has got her, her that's the wrong click that I wanted to do. This one is what I wanted. Well, I wanted Alice actually, but there we go, that's better. We got there in the end, that's the main thing. And we've got two battles going on. We've got Christie behind Birch, we've got McKenna, I forgot his name there for a second, woohoo, behind McGuigan. I think this is what's going to fry my brain after a while. So we've got 41.5 minutes remaining on Tier 6, and we've got 42 minutes just about remaining on Tier 5. So, if you're like me, you would have just spotted there. There is a back marker. And I think that's car 92. So they've already started lapping and in Tier 6. And fortunately for Ray Birch, he has gapped Christie now to 1.7 because he hasn't got a car behind him and he's not having to defend. But let's go and have a look at here. A bit of a battle taking place. Oh, look at that. And that's Ian Otley getting past Eric von Glan. Let's go and see how that was done. He was trying to make the move into the first corner. Didn't quite get it, but stayed side by side. Good bit of driving by these drivers. Gave each other enough room, and he later on the brakes there. And maybe he was given that position just a little bit there. And potentially these guys are pretty close out on track at the moment. And there's another battle behind going on. And that's Craig Fairweather trying to overtake Ed Terrell. And Mark Chardonnans isn't far behind either, but he's gone deep into the second to last corner there. And we can see that in Tier 5, Car 7 got given a 10-second penalty for causing a collision at the end of lap 3. Oh, no! Oh, that was close. Was that Fairweather? Yes, it was. Let's have a look at what happened there. They've got to remember to switch it to the replay thing. You know, just lots going on. So into the second to last corner. Mark Chardonnans, we were watching that, had gone deep into the second to last corner. And then I'm wondering if he just gets on a little bit on the gap. He goes wide. And then spins around and unfortunately into the wall. And he's now in the pits. I don't know if he's retired or whether he escaped into the pits. So race leader still is Richard Christie, no surprise. Alan Noah has been given a 10-second penalty, which is what was in chat there. So for causing a collision at the end of lap 3. So that plays a pivotal part in the podium there. He's 8.1 seconds off the leading man, Christie. Richard Maitland-Price is 4.6 seconds behind. So it's going to put him down at the moment to about 4th or 5th position with that penalty. See that Wang has entered the pits. There he is. We've still got a bit of a battle there for 10th position at the moment. I know what you're asking, and I can hear it. I know what you're asking. You want to know, how is the Ronda doing? Well, the Ronda is currently in 10th position. And he's under a little bit of pressure, if I'm being honest, right now from the one and only Steve Roper. Oh, and there's a car off in the background. I don't know if you can see it over there. That wasn't Roper, was it? I think that's another car. Didn't quite catch who that is. Or was it Roper? I don't think it was, or was it? It was. It was. Sorry, I've completely taken that away from you guys. Sorry. It was Roper. I pushed the wrong button on my stream deck, so there we go. So Roper, who was lost a place because of that. So Roper's fallen down to 12, and that has promoted Thiago Perez. I thought that one there would have done that. Yes, it did. I pushed the wrong button. That's what happened. Right, okay, there we go. That's what happens when you try to do too many things at once. And Roper is now in the pits. So, how are things looking in... So Stuart Jameson is currently leading the way in Tier 6. And behind, with only 1.9 seconds, is Dominic Joy. And then we've got Chris McKenna in third and Alice McGreedy still in fourth. Montero, so that's Daniel Montero, who's now gone, currently in fifth, has gone into the pits. As you can see, that indicated by the P on the screen. We've got Mark Chardonnans in Tier 5, also in the pits. I think Roy, unfortunately, has retired. Who's, as we look at this battle here, Ian Otley under a little bit of pressure from Eckhart von Glan, who's in the Lexus, and Ian Otley in the Porsche. Eric von Glan gone to make a move there, didn't quite make it stick. We've got a battle here also for 5th and 6th in Tier 6 at the moment. Cutteray we're on board with, looking back at Andrew Ralston, and then Matt F is not that far behind. You can just see him in the distance. There he is, the green Porsche. I think that is Matt F, but about 3 seconds behind these guys at the moment. So as Callaway goes into the pits, so that frees this man here, Andrew Ralston, as we're still riding on board on Tier 5 of the rear wing of Ian Otley. We'll cut to the TV cameras. See, with the less drivers in Tier 5 this evening, there's less action going on. Alice McGreedy still in 4th position at the moment. I saw a battle, I thought, but yeah, these guys are pretty close together. So Sven Ludwig now coming in 5th position. I can see that Ronda is now up into 8th. I'm guessing because Canaray has pitted. Same for Roper. So those who don't know, when you've got a time penalty and you pit, the time penalty will be taken whilst you stop for your fuel. So we've got a back marker in between these guys by the looks of it. Back marker is being dispatched into the second to last corner. The back marker nicely gets out of the way, but it has caused Andrew Ralston to go a little bit deep there. That is the challenge when you have a back marker. You do forget your braking points, and this is why we are a rookie series and we encourage you to practice. And that is allowing Matt F in the green Porsche to get close, because the back marker's not made this easy at all. I would, I could say that Andrew Ralston didn't do himself any favours by going deep into the second to last corner, but at the same time, Christie's got to drive through. That's got to hurt. Christie has got to drive through. And there he goes to clear it immediately. It's got to be for track cuts, I'd imagine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff. As I say, oh no, something's happened in the other one. I didn't see what happened there quickly. I think someone's got off somewhere. Let's try and see what happened. I think it was the Porsche that had gone off. I think it was a green car. There are other green cars, obviously. I could be wrong. Oh, there we go. Green McLaren. I'm not even sure who that was, but there we go. I saw a car just chose the wrong car. That's car 207, I think I just saw on the back there. Was that Sven Lodvig even? Would that be 202? It is, it was Sven. He's gone into the pits now. So there we go. Wow. Why did I decide to do this again? No idea. Right, okie dokie. So, the battle between Ian Otley and Eric Von Glan. Now, Christie's done well there to clear that drive-through and still be in 7th, but he's got his mandatory pit stop to still clear. And I'm suspecting Coleman and Wang and Terrell and Fairweather, who have cleared their mandatory pit stops as the pit window is open on both servers. 10 minutes on the Tier 5, Tier 6 remaining, and just under 11 minutes on Tier 5. I completely didn't announce that they'd open. It's because I disabled all my audio prompts, and maybe that wasn't a smart move. Maybe I'll enable them again, and that'll give me a bit of a nudge. But yes, what I was going to say, these guys are still battling away here. They have been for some time. That's the right button, Paul. Push the right button. As Sven Ludwig comes to leave and complete his mandatory pit stop. So if we look at race 2, you'll see the top 3 are yet to pit. There's a couple of drivers in there, like the likes of Ronda and Vargas, who are currently in 6th and 7th, who also haven't pitted. So when they clear their mandatory pit stops, they've got a lot of cars behind them. They are going to fall back. Can they make this work for them? And then if we look, we've got all of the top 9 are yet to stop as Eckhart Von Glan gets a little bit close to Otley. There, under braking. And I think Eckhart might be getting a little bit sick and tired of being stuck behind Otley. Whilst we watch this battle, I'm just going to change something on my... Yeah, I haven't added. That's what it is. That should work better now. Brilliant. Right, love fixing things live. Right, there we go. Let's go side by side. We're still looking at Ludwig on Tuesday. I'm trying to find the close battle. We've got a bit of a battle down in... Whoop, there's my mouse. These guys. So, Roper and Gibson at the moment. 16 and 17. So, Roper in the Audi. Gibson in the mighty Aston. Come on, Gibson. Show us what you got in the Aston 9. Come on. What you got? Keep an eye on both these battles. One is closer than the other, let's be honest. For those of you in the UK, it is a bank holiday weekend this weekend even. So no work on Monday. Someone's got the whole week off though, hasn't he? That someone will be me, as Gibson is very, very close now. Having a little bit of a look. You know, sometimes when you have a little bit of a look, as Eckhart Von Glan is into the pits. That other server sounds a little bit too loud to me. I don't know about you, but I was thinking, oh, it sounds a little bit loud. I don't know how it sounds on the audio, but no one has complained yet. But then no one might be watching, so you know, as you can see that Eckhart Von Glan. Hey, I mean, to be fair, I would harass him if I was you, so don't worry about it. Right, so Richard Maitland-Price is currently leading the way in this split, but has yet to clear his mandatory pit stop in, would I say this split? I mean split 5. I got side by side action all the go. Both pools, in fact. Well, you know, worst things are happening. Who said I was going to race next season? You know, I'm a busy boy, and the summer's on its way. You know, the 2 days of summer that we get in the UK is on its way. Is what I mean. So, you know, I'll yeah, there's a little bit of action going on between Matt F and Alexi Cadere. Oh, there's it's just as you go past the back marker, I think that is. But let's have a little look and see what's going on. There's a bit of a battle going on here. Is that Andrew Roster's way ahead? So there we go. That's a back marker. Then, and Alexi Cadere is pretty close, and another back marker between Cadere and Tiago Perez. So, let's have a look. So, back markers could do better sometimes. I know it's still up to the other car to make the move, as the race leader in the other server, Richard Maitland-Price, hits the pits to clear his mandatory pit stop. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Ray Birch takes over the lead of the race. Unless he decides to pit with 5 minutes to go. Which he does. And that means that Richard Christie will take over the lead of the race once again. Yeah, that Bentley is, let's be honest, getting in the way. But it's making it exciting for us too. Us two? I hope there's more than 2. Watching this. Bentley, get out of the way! Get out of the way, Bentley! I'm not even sure who that is, but there aren't many Bentleys. Is that Turner? Is it Turner? No, it's not Turner. Who's the other Bentley on here? Oh, hold on. Is it the race leader? If it's the race leader, that's quite funny. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. So, lapping. Okay. That's because he hasn't pitted yet. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Got the pace then. Got the pace maybe to stay there. I'll let them off this time. This once. All right. Let it be a warning to you though. Let it be a warning to you. Right. So interesting. So after taking his time penalty, Noah now finds himself in 3rd with a Maitland-Price not far behind. In 4th position, so that's a 1.5 second gap. There is a close battle for 12th and 13th as well in this tier. Oh, look at that. Oh! Oh, he says. Oh! Quickly. Is that a touch? Is that a nudge? Is it a nudge? What do we think? Is this going to be a pen? Yeah, it's going to be a pen. All day long. Keep moving. Don't stop, Thomas. Oh. Well, that can't be good. Why has it done that? Has he quit? Knows the penalty's incoming. Well, that's no longer a replay, Paul. Change the thing. There we go. Right. Got there in the end, everybody. That was quite a nudge there, wasn't it? That's going to be a pen. Right, so Chris McKenna was leading the race in the other server. And he's now pitted. Now, what you'll be interested in is, where is McGuigan? McGuigan? Here she is. Currently in 6th. She's coming down now. Oh, no, she's quite a bit away. Oh. McKenna, are you going to take the lead? Are you going to take the position even off McGuigan? Not the lead, but, you know, gain a position. He's leaving. Oh, McGuigan. McGuigan, you threw it away, McGuigan! Oh well. That's that battle gone. Pedal to the metal, young lady. Pedal to the metal. So, Richard Maitland-Price is falling back from Noah by about half a second since we last looked. Kolberg, who's currently in 12, is going to, you know, let's be honest, he's going to get a penalty. So we're looking at Andrew Russell. Oh, got a few scrapes on that car, hasn't he? Hasn't he? He's trying to chase Ludwig up the hill. Ronda's just leaving the pits. He's coming out into 14th position according to the timing that I'm looking at. Oh, Ronda's no longer in the server. I don't know what's happened there. But you'll notice there's only 17 drivers. Ronda was showing out. Somebody can find out what happened there. I know he would have been streaming himself. That is a shame. He was doing ever so well. It's really unfortunate. It's Richard Maitland-Price. He's getting onto the back of Noah now. That's come down to under half a second. It's about 2 seconds. Then up to 3. And now it's less than half a second. Don't know if Noah's made a mistake. Yeah, oh, and we've lost another driver in the other split.
It's a rub, yeah.
Oh, thanks for the sub there, GT_Greg. Woohoo! Thank you very much. I got a sub! Yay! Okay, so here's the thing. We're now 16 per server, which is a shame. Means a few drivers have dropped out on tier 6 this evening. It was 22, or if you speak the Queen's English, 22 rather than 22. See, there we go. My mum would be like, "You weren't dragged up." Sorry, Mum. Maitland-Price has dropped back a little bit again, which seems, I think, suggests to me that Noah had a mistake. And I have raced with Alan a few times, and he has got pace, but he's got a mistake in him. Oh, look at the speed difference there through that chicane. As he goes on the inside, Maitland-Price on the inside in the second last-hand corner, takes the inside line. That's going to be hard for Noah to defend, but into the next left-hander, he's going to have the inside. He gets a better exit than the Bentley man. That's for sure. And that's the end of that. But there's definitely going to be opportunities here for Maitland Price. That's for sure. And look at that. We've got a Wang. We've got a Wang, everybody. He is catching up on this pair. They need to be working together to build that gap up. I'm just having a look at the other server, and there's not really any battles. I mean, 7th and 8th are a little bit close. Matef is trying to close down on Ralston or Ralston. Could be Ralston actually rather than Ralston. Let's be honest, Ralston. Andrew Ralston. That's probably better. So let's have a look at the leaderboard over here. So Joy Jameson. So we've got Dominic Joy, Stuart Jameson, Daniel Montero, Chris McKenna, Alice McGuigan, Sven Ludwig, Andrew Ralston, Matt F, Alexis Cadere, Nate Vargas, Chego Perez, Roy Weller, and then we've got Mark Benson, Thomas Axt, Craig Gibson, and Steve Roper. If we look at the other one, it's Richard Christie, Alan Noah, Richard Maitland-Price, Michael Wang, Harley Coleman, Bruce Hopkins, Vito Fernandez, Ray Birch, Darren Christie, Ed Terrell, Ian Otley, Thomas Kolberg, Eckhart von Glang, Craig Fairweather, and Mark Chardonnans and Roy Bottomley. Mark Chardonnans and Roy Bottomley are both in the pits currently and are a few laps down, but they are still here and keeping going, and that's the only way you're going to get better. Because I know it's frustrating if you get taken out in a race or something happens, or a back marker, you know, interferes with your race, or you get a drive through, or whatever they may be. But the only way you're going to get better and faster, and not only faster but more consistent, is by doing laps. Laps, laps, laps. It's important. Can't swear enough. So we've got 13.5 minutes in tier 6, just over 14 minutes 15 seconds in tier 5 at the moment. And is that going to change the championship standings at all? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you, and I'm not even going to bother trying to work it out. 2 times 10-second penalties for 194 for causing 23 to spin twice. That's in tier 5. Car 194. That is Thomas Kolberg. And we did see an incident with Thomas Kolberg at one point as we're looking at the Wang catching Richard Maitland-Price, who's on the back of Alan Noah. Back marker on the other server just gets out of the way of Matef, who's still trying to close down on Ralston, but that gap is opened up. But Ralston is on the very close to Ludwig now. Oh, well, they're battling away here, so let's have a look at these two. Ralston, I think, just made the move, but oh, pushing the wrong button, Paul. That's brilliant. Got there in the end. Takes a bit of practice, this. Right, let's try it again. No, that's the wrong server. Kick the wrong button. Right, let's try this one. That'll be better. I think it's the first mistake I've made, really. No, wrong one. That one. Damn it. See what happened. He got a lot more speed through there. Got there in the end, Pavel. Got there in the end. Just carried that momentum through and made the move as we got to the top of the hill. And this is getting interesting here. Very interesting. Would it be this battle by any chance, Pavel? This battle? Oh, Richard Maitland-Price has had a little sniff there. It's close, isn't it? The Wang is hangry. Hangry? Hungry. Whoa. He could be hangry. Don't know. Just don't know, do you? You just don't know. Look at this battle. Oh no, it goes deep into the chicane. Oh no! Is he about to lose 2 places? He's kept the inside against Wang. Oh, he's going to tap him. No, Noah, what are you doing? Noah, no! What are you doing? You can't do that. He goes deep. Loses momentum because he goes across the sand. Richard Maitland-Price takes him on the left-hand side, and Wang's there. Wang is there. Oh, tell you what, though, actually, to be fair, I think Wang could have given him more space. Wang could have given him more space, but we'll see what the stewards say. I know that the stewards were, trying to look for, an easy one. But, yeah. We're back on board with Noah, who's now into 3rd position. And Wang is 4th. I think Wang's let him go, I think, what's happened there. But it's given Richard Maitland-Price 2nd position and a bit of breathing room. So, yeah, Richard Maitland-Price there. We've just under 10 minutes to go. Yeah, stewards, okay. Yeah. I know you're doing it on your own. Look at me. Right, okay. So, side-by-side view. Lovely, isn't it? And you've got to say, DT's done a fantastic job with all the graphics this season. And without the graphics, this wouldn't be possible. Oh, no! Just spotted. Whoa, Webby! Thank you very much. I pushed the wrong button there. But Kolberg coming in 14th position in the pits, got to drive through, unfortunately, and that is really unfortunate. It comes through to clear. I'm imagining, well, not unfortunate. If it's for track cuts, then you're just being very, very naughty, and it's very, very deserved. But I don't know why you're saying unlucky. And we'll go back to the Wang. Webby, thank you for subscribing, Webby. Really appreciated. People loving the dual system this evening, I hope. Yeah, I think Gareth Ronda had a game crash, judging by the message he's just sent me. So, oh no, Kolberg has a stop-go 30. I think clearing that drive-through, unfortunately for Kolberg, has meant they sped in the pit lane, and that, let's be honest, isn't going to make his race any worse because he's in last position. Ooh, look, we've got some action. McGuigan is under pressure from a Ralston in Tier 6. So for those of you have only joining us late, or don't really care, but I'm going to tell you anyway, I've got Tier 5 and Tier 6 races finales at Donington this evening for the final round of Season 6. I can also see that Joy is pretty close to Jameson. That's the battle for first and second. Oh, Kolberg has lost it in the other server, unfortunately for Kolberg. He's had a bit of a nightmare here for him, and as well as getting the stop-go, the drive-through, then the stop-go 30, has now had a bit of an off. But let's not forget, we are a rookie series, and these drivers are here to improve their record. I think just gets on the gas, a little bit ferociously, maybe a tweak of traction control if you've got a bit of a heavy right foot. So, yeah, we are looking at Andrew Ralston chasing down Alice McGuigan. Alice McGuigan in 5th position. That's a decent position. As we can see that Kolberg is in the pits on the other server. Yeah, looking. So Christie is still leading the way in tier 5 with Richard Maynard Price around about 15 seconds behind. The Wang is still on behind Noah here, and looking to take 3rd position off Alan Noah. And Ralston also trying to look to take as Wang makes the move, but it's a right-hander coming up, so you're on the rise up, but Noah I don't think puts up much of a fight. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? That was very, very close there. So let's take a look at how this evolved. So Noah got a little bit of a squiff out, and he ran then wide, and that Wang got then the better entry there, that's for sure. And had the outside, and there's we go out of ball with Noah. Oh, nearly contact again. Let's be honest, nearly contact. And the stewards have ruled that the Noah versus Wang incident earlier in the race was ruled as a racing incident, and I can see how that would be the case. I was leaning towards a Wang potentially not giving enough room there, but the stewards have made the decision, and if Wang isn't happy about that, he can protest 12 hours after the event has finished. Oh, Andrew Ralston has spun in the other server. If we go to that feed now, we can have a little look and see what happens. So into the final chicane there, closing down on McGuigan. There isn't contact, is there? I hope not. So Ralston then goes deep, a little bit deeper. McGuigan tight to the... Oh no! McGuigan's giving him a tap round! No! No! How would the stewards view that one, I wonder? That's an interesting one. I think McGuigan might get a penalty there. But Ralston has now fallen down to 10th position because of that contact. Interesting stuff. I can see that Kolberg is in the pits clearing a stop-go penalty again potentially, or may have quit the race. 4 laps down in the other server, but Ralston has fallen back now to 10th and is now having to try and recover from that spin from McGuigan. So yeah, interesting stuff indeed. So Wang, as we saw not long ago, got past Noah, and we've got just under 4 minutes remaining on this one. But I don't think he's got enough time to catch Richard Maynard Price. It's a 6-second gap, but I can see that Tyrrell and Christie are close together. Green Ferrari, green Aston. Interesting. And let's go and look at the other server as well. There is a battle between Matt F and Wargers. And McGuigan's fallen back there. McGuigan has fallen back to 7th. Something's happened at some point. Let's see if we can go and find out what might have happened here. So McGuigan was ahead of these two. Let's see what happened. It's been probably one of her best races of late. That chicane catches people out a little bit, doesn't it? But she's kept it through there. Oh, she nearly got tagged by the Porsche. Porsche has then cut back, got a quite decent exit there. And is there contact into the final corner? McGuigan goes deep. Oh, she goes very, very deep. But as she cut back into the oh, no, McGuigan! What are you doing? Oh, Alice. Oh, Alice. Oh, Alice. So, the closest battle on the other server between Tyrrell and Christie has opened up just a little bit. I think we're going to be coming round to the final laps shortly on both servers, so I'll keep an eye on that. But McGuigan now finds herself down into 9th position. She's falling even further back now, which is most unfortunate for her. I don't know if I get the notification we're on the final lap. I've disabled some of the notifications, and that's really messed with me, I think, a little bit. So we're looking at the race leader here. Here he is. Right on board. So we've got one more lap. T5 being told in chat. Look at the race leader, Christie. He's going to come round and do one more. The timer 0 in the other servers you'll see. Let's go live. I think my sound levels could be a little bit more consistent, but we'll take it. No one's been moaning at me. So McGuigan there's being lapped by the race leader. Stuart Jameson into the final corner. Oh, look at the mayhem behind, 3 wide. Oh, I'm just going to ignore that even happened. Jameson comes to cross the line to the checkered flag. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Let's switch to tier 5. Christie coming round to finish the final lap. There's a little way to go, so let's just switch back to the other one, and I'll show you that it's Jameson, Joy, Montero, McKenna, Vargas, Matev, Ludwig, Perez, Ralston, McGuigan round out your top 10. I expect McGuigan to get some penalties. Callaway, Weller, Axt, Benson and Gibson. And then the Wang lost it. Oh no, Wang, what you done, Wang? Oh no, oh no, the Wang. What happened? Right, okay, Wang's still in 3rd. He's fallen back though, he's now in 4th. That's unfortunate, but we're looking at the race leader as he's coming to finish the final lap of the race in tier 5. Crosses the checkered line. We'll go and look at Richard Maitland-Price as he's coming round, and Wang, we don't really know what happened there, but he's under a bit of pressure from nobody actually. That's just a back marker, so that's fantastic. Richard Maitland-Price then coming around to take P2 at Donington. Fantastic stuff, followed by Alan Noah, followed by Michael Wang, and Harley Coleman and Bruce Hopkins will be your next 2 drivers. So Harley Coleman then will be coming to cross the line. So thank you, Gareth. Appreciate it, man. I think it's gone okay this evening. So, and Terrell got Fernandez, I'm being told, as well. So still positions being made on the final lap. So yeah, fantastic stuff, everybody. Well done. Really pleased with that, if I'm being honest. So where is my button? That's what I want. Oh, crikey. Was that crazy or what, everybody? So rounding out your top 10 in tier 5 this evening was Richard Christie, Richard Maitland-Price, Alan Noah, Michael Wang, Harley Coleman, Bruce Hopkins, Darren Christie, Fito Fernandez, Ez Terrell, Ray Birch, Ian Ollie. That might be wrong. He might have just updated on me, which is really annoying. And that's the thing about this game. It likes to do this even when we come to... so let's do that again. So... final in the race, your 16 are Christie, Maitland-Price, Noah, Wayne, Coleman, Hopkins, Christie, Fernandez, Terrell, Birch, Otley, Von Glan, Fairweather, Kolberg, Chardonnans and Bottomley. And then if I go and look at the other one, excuse me a second, everybody. So in Tier 6, it is Jameson, Joy, Montero, McKenna, Vargas, Matev, Ludwig, Perez, Ralston, Callaway, McGuigan. Oh, Alice. Weller, Axt, Benson, Gibson, Roper, Turner, Ronda, Tutt, Carls, Kilford, and AJ. And some of those drivers obviously didn't actually finish the race this evening, but still have some positions given out to them because they're on the timetable. So, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching this. Thank you for saying it was entertaining. I think we have to say thanks to all the drivers for to taking part this season in season 6. It's been absolutely a great season for all splits. Sorry that we haven't been streaming all of the bronze splits this season, but we thought we'd do a finale special with both of them to try and give you a little bit of air time. It's been a little bit challenging, a couple of little issues this evening, but I think if you're being honest, it could have gone a hell of a lot worse. So anyway, I've been Paul Glover. This has been ACC Sim Racing's Season 6 Round 5 at Donington. Did I get that right? Is it 5? I can't remember, honestly. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget you got DT on his own tomorrow. I'm going to be watching the football with some friends instead, so I won't be streaming with him, and he's got the silver split tomorrow. And then you've got Gareth and Mihal doing the gold split on Sunday evening. And then I'm guessing either Monday, Tuesday, or whatever DT decides to do, because he hasn't told us, he's going to announce season 7. So but yeah, and thank you to everybody that stewarded this event this evening. I think there was only a couple because there's a small number of drivers this evening, but seriously, I don't think the stewards get enough credit. I've done a few myself, and it's not easy, and we don't always get the decisions right. But let's try and keep calm, and there is a protest system if you don't agree with any decisions that were taken tonight, and you have 12 hours since you just breathe, calm. And thanks, guys, for showing up. Thank you for watching the stream. And good night. I'm not even sure what button I need to press now, but this might do.